keeps popping on my feed about people hate working in a warehouse. Honestly, I love it, man. No customers. I'm done dealing with customers. The job I do is really easy. I'm on equipment all day, like forklift, reach truck, order picker. The facility I work for, NAZ, is a cool facility. It's not like hot like a FedEx or UPS. I'm saying they offer overtime when the peak season comes and it's like winter time. But how can you really people it's a dead end job? It depends how you work with it, you know. They got good PTO there. The PTO rolls over. They got protected time. The benefits are decent there, and of course I invested with the 401k. Got to do that, but I really like my warehouse job. It's easy. I don't take it for granted, and when they offer overtime, I take it, man. Like, other people don't take it, but I do personally. You got to think, you pay time and a half for overtime, so they offer like 2 hours a day. You do 5 days, that's 10 hours, and my time and a half is about like $36. So I'm making $36 an hour for those 10 hours. And if you do the math, you do that 20 hours, 36, 360. So almost $700 in overtime if you do a full 2 weeks, which has been like available because they're kind of shorthanded on the outbound shift. So I'm taking full advantage of it. I told them I'm gonna keep working every day until they tell me to stop. You got to think time and a half. So if they need it for the next 2 months, I'll do 40 hours in 2 weeks or a month. Say 40 hours in a month. That's an extra paycheck right there. An extra paycheck. I know what to do with it. I put it in a high yield savings account. I put it in my brokerage stock account. I get to add more money to my 401k when they do. So you got to think the benefits of that. I get more PTO because I'm working overtime and it accumulates on hours you work. So it's like, and the job is easy. I'm like, extra 2 hours a day, I don't got to do it for forever, And if you look at my channel, you see, like, this job helped me with my stock portfolio. It helped me with my business, my vending machine business. And now I'm just accumulating to build my emergency fund for me and my wife. So we have something happens, it's like in a high yield savings account, just sitting there. So if we need it, we can pull it out. But I worked at FedEx before, and I call it Hell-X because there's no way. I was like, ooh, it could only been in overtime here too. But the workload and how the facility, nah. I was like, nope. I'm definitely not gonna do that. But like the job, people like, I don't like warehouse jobs. It's hard, and it depends on what warehouse you work at. And I'm telling you, the warehouse I work at, it's easy. And I've been there for almost going on 4 years, and I took a huge pay cut going there. Cause I was the GM of a Wingstop, and I was making about 65,000 yearly, and now I'm making about 50, give or take. And the reason is that because you got to think about it, because I was salary and I was doing more than 50 hours sometimes a week. Sometimes I was doing 60 hours and getting paid just to be there. I'm like, nah. Dealing with customers is hard. Dealing with employees is even harder than dealing with corporate. I'm like, I'm not dealing. Like now, all I do is, I punch in and punch out. Do my job efficiently, make sure, I don't give them any reason to holler at me about anything. My work is good. I'm always on time. I don't miss any days. Haven't been late probably in 4 years. Just imagine that. I haven't been late. Because I hate when people tell me, like, oh, I got to write you up for being late. Like, nah, you're not writing me up for nothing. So I just do my best, and, like, I give 100%. And I kind of take pride in my work, to be honest with you guys. I just work hard and keep it pushing. Like, okay, thank you for this overtime. I'll take $36. thank you, you know, because the $36 adds up real quick, you know. Then some months, you know, you can pay 3 times. So just imagine that. I get 4 checks because I'm doing overtime. Like, so basically I work the full 40 in that month. I get an extra paycheck just doing an extra 40 hours for the month. And I'm like, I'm eating, to be honest with you guys. Another guy I work with, he feels the same way I feel. Like, he'd be crazy not to. I'm gonna go home and sit and do nothing, you know. It makes no sense. I'm gonna go home and watch some Netflix. No. So this month I got a little extra money coming in. I'm gonna do something nice for my wife and I. We're gonna take a vacation next year, and with this job, the longer you be there, the more PTO you get. So when you're there less than 5 years, you get 10 and a half hours per month in PTO. Then after 5 years, you get 15 hours. After 20 years, you get, I think it's 20 hours. Then 25 plus, I think it's 25 hours. You max out 25 hours of PTO a month. So some people have been in that long. You got to think about it. 25 hours of PTO a month. So in 2 months, you get 50 hours, so you get a week off. In 2 months, you get a week and almost a week and a half off. And just imagine you just be Iron Man and save for a whole year. You're definitely gonna be like, man. And they pay the PTO out too. So if you ever quit, get fired, they paid out your PTO. And they have protected time too. And protected time, there is like basically you get 56 hours. So it's about I think 8 days. And it's basically protected time where they can't tell you no, you can't take off. You know, like I'm a protected time, I'm using it, and you can't say no. They want you to call, but I just leave the message like, hey, you know, I'm not coming in. Something's come up, and I'm not coming in. You know, so that's another benefit I like about the job. So you get that plus your PTO. So if you kind of use it wisely, you have a lot of time off, and it's like, and the job is easy. I'm just loading the warehouse with the reach truck, or I'm doing putaways with the order picker, or when I say the overtime, I'm doing like outbound job. When I do the overtime, I'm picking now. I'm taking things off the shelf and I'm building a pallet, and I enjoy it. For me, it's relaxing, you know, because you're in the zone. The management, you know, they still watching it, but if you're doing your job and you do it efficiently, they're not gonna say anything to you. So I've seen them like, I don't know why it keeps popping up with my feed about people like, I don't like warehouses. Depends how you use your warehouse job, you know. I'm using my warehouse job to, like I'm saying, make other streams of income. Like if you guys check on my channel, it's my vending machine business, my stock portfolio, so we pay dividends. You got to put money in the high yield savings account as well. So I have money working for me, you know. Then it's overtime. I know it's temporary, but they're like, dang, you never go home. Like, no, why would I go home? You know, I'm getting paid $36 an hour just to do the same job I've been doing, you know, even though it's only like 10 hours. Because like, yeah, of course they see me all the time. Like, yes, he's working overtime. Like, why wouldn't I? But I wonder, like, people have like such bad experiences. But only time I had a bad experience was at FedEx. That job was, I call it hell X, because one time I did that and I did 4 hours, and it was at Arizona Summers, ain't no joke, so it was brutal. It was probably like 3 o'clock in the morning shift, and loading those trailers, I'm like, man, like I'm not a lazy person, so I'm loading these trailers, and I'm like, ooh, I could probably do a full 8 hours here, 4 hours. When I say I was trying, it's probably like a good 20 minutes from my house, 25 minutes, so I'm trying my best to make it home. I'll make it home. I'm exhausted. I must have been dehydrated or something, because when I got upstairs, I just laid on the floor and I kind of just passed out. My wife was like, she was so worried. And I'm like, that job was hard. I never worked at Amazon, but people say that's hard as well, but like FedEx people, I applaud them because like that's a lot of work and it's hard. You know, it's very physical. The job I do now is physical, but the facility I work in is it's like temperature controlled. It's never like I know I'm going there and be sweating. Like I sweat, but I don't be in there like about to pass out, you know. So I really like the job I work at, man. And I don't know what people say warehouses is bad, but it is a dead end job if you don't plan on growing. But it's what you do with the money that you get from that job, you know. Like I told you, like before, like, you know, I'm expanding my vending machine business. It helps me with my stock portfolio. Just keep adding, buying more stock. My 401k, the more overtime I work, the more they take out to match my 401k. So it's 5% and they match 4. So I'll do 5% now, but probably later on, in like probably like a couple years, I'll probably do like 10%. They probably do 4, but I can't complain, man. Like people really hate warehouse jobs, but you know, I was doing restaurant jobs for years. You know, I was the GM of Wingstop, and if you guys ever heard of the Buffalo Spot, I was the assistant manager there. Was about to become a GM, but I'm glad I did. You know, because dealing with customers is tough. Like it's a job in itself, and dealing with employees, that's even tougher. Like I applaud people like getting up every day, you know, dealing with people with different personalities, different attitudes. And honestly, I'm just like, I was over it. So once I got in that warehouse job, I'm probably not gonna leave for a while, to be honest. I'm just gonna continue like to grow, expand my vending machine business, keep adding money to my stock portfolio, keep adding money to my high yield savings account, and take advantage of overtime. Like every time I have overtime, I'm there. You know, sign me up. You got to think about it. Like time and a half is pretty nice, you know. And if it was straight time, I wouldn't have done it. But even then, probably, you know, because the job is easy. But I'm surprised people don't like warehouse jobs, and it's I don't know why I keep popping up on my feed. And maybe like I'm watching the videos, cause I'm like, I want to see how people's other experience at warehouses, you know, like. And there's a lot of bad like experiences, you know. Even though I know it's a dead end job, but it depends what you do with that job, you know. And cause that's the reason I started my vending machine business, because when I first started at the job at the warehouse, I was spending. I looked at my bank statement, you know, your online statement, and I looked. I'm like, dang, I done blew through $90 in a month, you know. So that kind of like pushed me. I'm like, if I'm spending $90, imagine other people, you know, spending a lot more than me. Like today, this gentleman spent about $25. Like, I kid you not. And I'm like, you tripping? Why don't you just go to Walmart? And I'm like, Walmart's like literally down the street, and we get like an hour lunch. So I'm like, probably take you 10 minutes to grab you something from Walmart, even McDonald's. I'm like, just bring you lunch, man. And some people, you know, don't know about investing. Like all the money you blowing on this, like vending machine, you could be investing that money, you know. But you know, some people like to blow money. I'm not like, I'm a Scrooge, man. I don't like it, but I just want to like retire early, and hopefully, you know, I'm able to, you know, I like having money, I like investing money, investing in myself, you know. I do want to I am my own boss, but I do work a 9 to 5, you know. People are like, oh, you work a 9 to 5. The 9 to 5 is paying for my benefits right now. That's definitely paying for, you know, medical insurance. You know, I got the 401k. That 401k, once get to a point, I could take that 401k, and if I could help me get a house. Right now I'm renting, but it could help me get a house, you know. Then too, they see my portfolio, I'm like, dang, okay, you can pay these payments. But I don't know, man. I'm just venting because I keep seeing these videos. This is my first time really recording video, but I keep seeing these videos. People hate warehouses, man. It's like, you just got to take advantage of it, know how to play it, find one that's easy for you and use that to grow. Like I said before, like, it helped me start my vending machine business. It helped me start my portfolios, and the 401k where they match. So I'm making money from my 9-to-5 warehouse job. I'm making money from my 401k. I got a Roth IRA. I got a dividend portfolio. I have my own business. And last but not least, I have a part-time at Chili's. Just work Saturdays though, but so it's 6 streams of income, But right now I'm just kind of grinding overtime, grinding. And people like, you like to work overtime? I hate punching in, but you gotta do what you gotta do, The job, I'm just like, work is work, It pays the bills, But you gotta know how to take advantage of it. Like, they say you get to get 2 hours for 5 days a week. It's 10 hours. Let that sink in. 10 hours overtime. Then you get another week, just 20 hours. And just do the math. 36, some change times, 20. Then if you do a whole month of, another 20 in a 2-week period, that's 40 hours. And that extra money basically is a free check where I can invest in my business. I could invest in my portfolio, even more money, pay off debts, and put it in. Oh yeah, too. I got my high yield savings account. That's another stream of income. So I just park money there just for emergencies, But I'll probably take that out sometime because I do want to take a vacation next year and do my best, So I have money to everything. So it's like, in ways I'm broke, but I'm not broke. I spend money like on myself, but I don't have money. Like, I have money in my bank account, but it's everywhere basically. It's like almost stretching it, That makes sense. Like, it's in my business, it's in my portfolios, it's in my high yield savings account, it's in my 401k. But I'm just over here ranting, guys, so I'm sorry for the long video, but I just keep seeing these videos about people like hating warehouse jobs. So if you hate a warehouse job or you like a warehouse job, just leave me a comment and let me know like your experiences in the warehouse, a good one and the bad one, because I want to know, what warehouses was it, and I'll leave in a comment where warehouse I work at, and if you ever want a warehouse job that's like I feel like you'll like and it's easy, I'll share that with you. But just leave me a comment below, man, and thank you for tuning in. Peace.